good evening, and welcome to the Latin America show, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're about to get ready with all the screens. There you go. Thank you, and welcome again. My name is Vicente Salas, and I'm delighted to be here with you tonight. Today is our second show, and we've put a lot of care and effort in order to share a bit more about Latin America this evening. As you know already, we're based in the UK, and our show's focus is to talk about Latin America to those interested in our culture, music, traditions, gastronomy, art, tourism, archaeology, entertainment, events, etc. We will show you little by little how the bilateral relationships are between the UK and those countries, where to go, how to get there, and many more things.
Nice to see you again in the show. Man, I'm delighted to get ready.
Here, Vicente, and welcome everybody to the Latin America show. It's a pleasure. And while as Vicente said, please give us a like, share with your friends that they are interested in Latin America. And well, of course, we have a lot of information in this one and in the following shows. So, well, enjoy.
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Looking forward to tonight's show and to see what can you show us about Ecuadorian Spanish, which is slightly different. There's a little bit of differences between each country. So I'm very much looking forward to learning a bit more on that. So thank you and welcome, Whitney. Ecuador, this is the flag. The official name of Ecuador is República del Ecuador. Its population is just over 17.5 million people, and it's divided in 24 provinces. The currency at the moment is the US dollar. Who hasn't heard of the Galapagos Islands, those magic enchanted islands that, according to sailors in the past, they would appear and disappear depending on the season. Darwin came up with a theory of evolution, and of course the famous Galapagos tortoises. Galapagos means tortoise. The image in the middle, you see a large mountain. That is called Chimborazo volcano. And when I ask people what the largest peak or the highest peak in the world is, everybody says, hey, it's Mount Everest. But what if I told you it wasn't? What if I told you it is Chimborazo? There's a little bit of trivia there on why Chimborazo is technically the highest peak in the world. We have Calle de la Ronda, one of Quito's oldest streets. And this is a perfect example on why Quito is considered a World Heritage City. It's pristine and it's untouched. So you need to go and explore it.
Thank you very much, Vicente. And well, thank you for that extraordinary summary. So well, I think so that well, if you are more interested to know to Ecuador or to know more about Ecuador, so of course you can find a lot on Google. You just have to put Ecuador and it's very simple. So well, now we're passing to our first guest that well, he's originally from Ecuador. He has been working for the London Public Transport for 23 years. And 12 years ago, he has an idea to create a group, a dance group. The group is Renacer. And the main purpose it was to maintain and to spread the Ecuadorian customs and traditions. And of course, he has been developed many things. And one of the things that he has done, and he's coordinator of Fusión de los Pueblos in the UK. Fusión de los Pueblos is they are trying to join the different cultures about Latin America. So he will talk us a little bit more about it, but it's a fusión is like to join, the fusion. So he's also president of the Ecuadorian Community Association here in London. And actually nowadays he's studying environmental studies. So well, please welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here. And thank you very much for inviting me. I would like to start by telling a bit about our Renacer group. Renacer group was created in 2008 here in London in order to continue maintaining our costume and tradition outside our native country. It has been formed mostly by women looking to represent and keep our identity alive. So that's the purpose of the creation of this Renacer dance folk group. In just keeping and maintaining our tradition is very important to us because it's like our identity to be always alive. So that's why we are here and we continue to do so. Yeah, the Ecuadorian is richest tradition are diverse and different from each region. The coast, the Andean region and the Amazon Each region has many indigenous peoples, each with different own cultural and ancestral characteristics, combined today with the customs that the Spanish colonizers have. One of these indigenous towns is Otavalo, for example. One of the symbols of the Otavalo is the Diablo Uma. The Diablo Uma is the character of the Inti Raimi, also known as the Aya Uma. It is believed that this character drives away the demons of the crops. His name was given in the Spanish Conca in order to frighten the indigenous people by celebrating festivals to commemorate pagan gods, among them the Pachamama, the sun, or the moons. So as you see, just one character, the Diablo Uma, has a richness in his tradition and costumes long ago, since the Spanish colonizer this area of Ecuador. But also, the Diablo Uma, her outfits consist of colored mask and two faces. It shows the duality of the cosmos, God and evil, sun and moon, good and bad, day and night, future and present, north and south. Likewise, it has heart that symbolize wisdom, as well as for the flower of corn. 4 types of ears that refer to the 4 directions and the 4 elements of nature, air, water, fire, and earth. Because every region has so many towns, so many small cities with different indigenous people that celebrate their own traditional festivals with their own traditional costumes, and it's very diverse and very attractive to many tourists that comes and see our towns, our cities, and our culture in Ecuador.
I think we have Carlos Paul ready to talk about music, to talk about Ecuadorian music. Welcome, Carlos Paul, and go, Roger.
Well, before we say hello, Carlos Paul is an award-winning Ecuadorian singer and songwriter. He's one of the most recognized Latino Ecuadorian artists in the UK. He won several awards, Best Latin Album and Rebelling Artist in 2009, the Best Male Voice Music Video in 2011, and many awards. And he's now actually recording a brand new album today, so we can see a little bit of his work over there. He is one of the precious voices from Ecuador, and he's actually living here in the UK. So we're gonna have a very nice interview with him.
Very nice to be with you today. Big hello to Vicente and obviously to Enrique. Great to be with you tonight. It's a pleasure to be talking about my country, of course. A privilege to be with you guys and to be talking about this.
How everything starts for you?
Well, I come from a very musical family from a very early age, I guess. My family was always playing music from all over the world. I used to listen to music from Mexico. Like my mom was a big fan of Jose Jose, probably like most moms around that time. And we used to listen to cumbia from Colombia, listen to salsa from all over the world. So I guess I had a big influence from a lot of different countries and different styles and genres of music as I was growing up. And I think that gave me a big perspective from a very early age in the sense of what kind of music I wanted to do when I grew up and I started writing my own stuff. I think I never wanted to focus on one genre. I never wanted to be a singer of one style only. I only wanted to do different things, different genres that I could share with the world, that I could perhaps be more versatile in what I was sharing. My uncles, my mom, my dad, they were always singing music from Ecuador. Pasillos, pasacalles, very popular traditional music from Ecuador was also a big part of my life. So I guess as an Ecuadorian born, I was always around Ecuadorian music, and I was always influenced by all these genres as well. But I guess whenever I'm singing with the flag of my own country in my back, with that big responsibility that I'm representing my country and having that it's a great responsibility, but it's also an amazing, beautiful thing that you carry especially when you travel to other parts of the world. I think you become an ambassador of music and an ambassador of your country. And I've tried my absolute best to be the best I could be in that sense. Well, it's very simple as well. Like my dear friend Joms was saying, it's very simple to find people now and on all the social media networks. On Facebook, I'm Carlos Paul, so you can find me as Carlos Paul on Facebook. You can find me as Carlos Paul Music on Instagram. My home site is carlospaul.com. And so, yeah, basically Carlos Paul Vivo is my YouTube channel, so you can watch all my videos there. So all the links are in carlospaul.com, so you can watch them straight from there as well. But yeah, it's Carlos Paul, so you can just look me up and find me there. And I will be very happy to welcome everybody that comes and see us. And hopefully we'll be able to do live shows very soon as well. We're going to be doing live shows from here as soon as we can too. And obviously, we thank you for the opportunity not only to be sharing about this stuff and what we're doing, but also to share about the Ecuadorian culture and these amazing things that my country has to offer. It's incredible. Our countries have so much culture to offer to the world, and we need programs like this. So I congratulate you for what you're doing, and I wish you the best of luck on your future programs.
So welcome everyone to Making Spanish Simple. My name is Whitney Nucharino, and I've taught Spanish for many years at many schools, and I teach not only about the language, but the culture as well. In fact, one of my classes, all we talk about is Latin American language and culture. So let's begin. The fact that the letter H is silent in Spanish. So we have the greeting, hola, all right, means hi or hello. We also can say buenos dias in the morning, good morning. Buenas tardes, good afternoon, or good evening, and then close before we go to bed, we would say buenas noches, good night. So we're going to practice those. All right. So it's de donde eres, where are you from? Soy de. Now, soy is I am. Okay, and we'll talk about the fact that there's only one word for that later. Soy de, and then wherever you're from. So yo soy de los Estados Unidos, the US. And then most of our audience might be from el Reino Unido. So soy del Reino Unido. So de donde eres, soy de, or soy de los Estados Unidos, or soy del Reino Unido. So because one of the themes that we talked about was la música, Ecuador, there are 4 instruments, and the first one, el rondador, and this is a great way to practice, by the way, repeating smaller words. When I actually teach level 1, I don't teach greetings till the 3rd or 4th week because they're just so long. And I like to teach the alphabet, numbers, telling time, and building up to full sentences. This is a great way to learn a little bit of culture and some pronunciation. So el rondador. Okay, el rondador is the official instrument in Ecuador. It is a set of corded cane panpipes, and they're placed side by side, and it is the national instrument of Ecuador. Similar instruments to el rondador are la antara, el siku, la quena. Okay, la chamba. It means el trabajo. Okay, a lot of people say el trabajo, but you can say la chamba, okay? Yo tengo la chamba. El or la pana, and that means friend. And a word that might be a little bit more familiar to you is el amigo or la amiga. Bacán. Bacán is another way of saying cool. In a lot of countries, there are a ton of different words, and we're going to learn those in the future episodes. But for a lot of countries, the same word that you can use from country to country without it meaning something different is chévere or guay. So bacán, we have el pana or la pana, el meaning masculine, la is feminine. So if it's a guy friend, el pana, girlfriend, la pana. We have la chamba. And then just 2 more expressions. No, 3 more, I lied. Mande. All right. This actually is in Mexico as well. Now, typically, when you're in a conversation and someone says something, you either don't hear it, you don't understand it. A lot of people say, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? But in certain countries, like Mexico and Ecuador as well, they say, mande, what? So you can use that. El mande, bacán, el or la pana, and la chamba.
I have seen the instruments, but I didn't know the proper names actually. So it was like, interesting.
It's very enlightening to learn all these different, not only the instruments, but the different words. For example, el amigo. Yeah, everybody knows el amigo, which is like the generic formal way of calling it. But of course, pana is very peculiar in central parts of South America.
Great show. Gracias. Of course. Well, they are using now the Spanish also. So that's fantastic. So thank you, everyone. And of course, well, please let us know also if you want to know something else as well. Please give us your commentaries or send us a message in order that, well, we can just make a research and of course bring in that kind of information that you would like to know or you would like that we present in this show. Thank you very much, Vicente.
And also, if you know artists or anyone which is important in the community, but let us know, send us a message, and we will have it here. Keep attention on the posts. So see you in the next week.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening. Goodbye. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for next week, Colombia. The next couple of days, the highlights of the show. Thank you very much, everyone, and good night. Roll the credits.